live here on St. Thomas. I've seen a lot of sharks. I've never had a single one bite me ever. So, go ahead.
When he's gonna scuba dive, will we go up and ski it, or we're gonna see that?
We'll stay down here, and then he'll bring the fish up to everybody's window, and he also has sea creatures that he'll bring around, so you can take a lot of photographs. As we leave the dock, though, if we look out the window, you see a lot of rocks on the ocean floor, and these are what live corals look like. Now, the color of the coral is determined by the type of algae that grows upon the surface. So some parts of the world, like the South Pacific and the Barrier Reefs, they have beautiful pink and yellow corals. Did you have a question?
Yeah. What are these creatures that are hanging onto the window?
Hanging out of the window are the little they're just outside. Some of these are feather duster worms, others are small corals and sponges. There are also little crabs and shrimp that hang around the window. And we're like a floating reef. So the reef is really another word for a community or a town underwater. Everything that lives here is part of that community. Did you forget?
Should I have a question? I don't know what it is, but I have a question.
That's okay. This on the television screen, this is a video of an aquarium someplace. So what we're showing is what's on the outside. This is just colorful. We'll use these colors as an example later, but this is a recorded video. Now here, if you look out the left window, look over here. This is what we came to see. There are fish over here, and those are called Sergeant Major. Go ahead. There you go, and they look like zebrafish. He just pointed out they look like zebrafish with their stripes, but they're really called Sergeant Major because if you turn one sideways and pin him on your sleeve, you kind of look like the person in the military with the black and yellow bars.
That's on the anchor.
You saw an anchor. There's a pirate's anchor out here, and these fish are also very smart. They know to stay down close to these corals because that's where their food is, and this is where their home is located. But they also know the tour schedule. They know exactly how many times this boat drives back and forth on every tour before they come out for their snack. So later, Chris will bring them up. Go ahead. There's a basement. Well, we're kind of an underwater basement, or it would be called the keel of a boat. But yes, it's like a basement. There we go. That's what I want you to do. You see something. What do you see?
A big one.
Okay, you see a big one. And he looks a little like a shark, doesn't he? So he's gray, and he's got a wrinkly pad on his head.
It's big and round.
Its name is Remora, R-E-M-O-R-A. If you Google that on the smartphone, a word pops up that I don't like a lot. It's called
Right here, guys.
a shark sucker. We call them sticky sharks here.
I didn't see that.
Because its pad is very sticky. It sticks to the shark, the turtle, and manta rays, sometimes the side of the boat. So can you imagine going through life with a hand stuck on top of your head all the time? So that's what the sticky shark does. He's got a hand right here on top of his head that he can hold on to the shark and turtle and waves. You saw a big rock out there?
Yeah.
What we see, a lot of these rocks that we see are really...
It was like a castle.
It looks like a castle. These are hard corals. What you're seeing there look like the big rocks and the big castles. These are alive, and it's called a coral. Corals, deep inside, there's a little animal called a polyp, and it's very small, but it takes calcium and minerals out of the seawater and then makes these rocky shapes. So corals have exoskeletons. They have their skeleton on the outside. What's that?
I can see something like that.
Oh, brain coral. You see brain coral down there. It's huge. It's huge. And there is a very large one on this side. That's the beauty of it all. These corals have very easy names. Yeah, go ahead.
Is there a fish called a boomerang fish?
The boomerang fish? I haven't heard of one here, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's very possible.
I've seen one at the museum.
Wonderful. I like that. You have some good questions. This is fine. Let's keep that curiosity going. The questions are great. Go ahead.
Do the sharks have those things on there? What is that?
The ones outside the window?
No, the ones that had that holes on there.
Holes on the side.
Yeah.
They breathe with the holes on the side. Those are their gills. That's how they breathe, like your lungs. They've got gills on the side.